Your person is in a place of deep introspection, and their thoughts are increasingly consumed by you. They are actively trying to gain information about your life, resorting to monitoring your social media or reaching out to your mutual friends to get updates. The glimpses they catch of your life, whether it's seeing you thrive at work, enjoying time at home, or simply moving forward, cut them deeply. Each post or piece of news they hear about your well-being serves as a painful reminder of what they've lost. The sight of you stepping into your power and embracing your independence is something they find difficult to bear. It stirs a profound sense of insecurity within them, as they are now fully aware of how capable you are of building a healthy and fulfilling life without them. This awareness gnaws at them, causing them to regret taking your love for granted when they had it. This regret runs deep. Your person is beginning to realize the extent of their mistake, recognizing that they let someone extraordinary slip through their fingers. The situation has become a mirror for them, forcing them to look inward and confront their own shortcomings. They believe you have put a lid on your emotions, closing off the love and care you once showered on them. This emotional distance that you've created is something they're struggling to accept. They see you actively working towards a brighter future, focusing on building a good life not just for yourself but for your loved ones as well. It's clear to them that you're no longer waiting for them, and this realization is causing them immense pain. Despite the emotional walls you've built, your person still feels an intense passion for you. The feelings they have are as strong as the ones you once had for them. They are haunted by the memories of how deeply you cared for them, and it frustrates them to no end that you are no longer exerting the same effort or showing the same level of interest. The tables have turned, and now it is they who are desperate for your attention, while you have shifted your focus elsewhere. This shift in dynamics has left them feeling powerless, as they watch you channel your energy into more productive and fulfilling areas of your life. The thought that you might never look back at them the same way is something they find unbearable. However, there is a sense of inevitability that surrounds this connection. Justice, in some form, will be served. The universe seems to be orchestrating a series of events that will bring things to a head. There are significant moments on the horizon that will force your person to confront their feelings and the consequences of their actions. It's likely that they will finally muster the strength to reach out to you, driven by the need to clear the air and find closure, or perhaps even to rekindle what was lost. If you've been searching for clarity or resolution, rest assured that it's coming. The truth will emerge, and with it, an opportunity to understand what truly happened between you two. Your person is in a state of emotional turmoil. The weight of their actions, the cheating, the betrayal, the lies, has become too much for them to bear. They are overwhelmed by guilt and remorse, and the consequences of their behavior are starting to catch up with them. The no-contact zone between you two has made them uncomfortable, highlighting the stark contrast between the connection you once shared and the emptiness they now feel. Karma is hitting them hard, as they come to terms with the fact that they are responsible for their own suffering. Every moment without you serves as a reminder of the love they took for granted, and it's becoming increasingly clear to them that they may never find someone like you again. As they sit with these heavy emotions, they are left to wonder what could have been if only they had valued you more. The pain they're experiencing now is a direct reflection of the pain they caused you, and it's likely that this realization will lead them to seek redemption. Whether or not you choose to give them that chance is up to you, but one thing is certain, they will never forget the impact you had on their life. I always wanted to do the right things, to be the person you envisioned, someone you could be proud of. That was my greatest ambition, knowing that you were happy because of me, because of the choices I made, and the person I became. It was as if each smile on your face was a reward, a validation that I was on the right path. Every moment that I could see your happiness, every time I sensed your pride, it made everything I did feel worthwhile. But now, as I reflect on what has happened, I am overwhelmed by the sense of how deeply I've disappointed you. In this connection, where once there was mutual respect and trust, I now see only the shadows of my own mistakes. I look back on my actions, and I can hardly believe what I've done. It's as if I was a different person, someone who acted with such thoughtlessness, without regard for the consequences. I was so covert in my behavior, so wrapped up in my own world, that I lost sight of the impact my actions would have on you and on us. Now, all I can do is wish there was something, anything, I could say or do to take it all back. The regret is overwhelming, consuming my thoughts and haunting me with memories of what could have been. I find myself constantly thinking about the past, getting lost in time as I try to piece together where it all went wrong. I long for a way to return to my earlier self, to the person I was before I made these mistakes, before I let you down so profoundly. If only I knew then what I know now, I would have done everything differently. I would have cherished every moment with you, prioritized you above all else, and never taken your love for granted. I realize now, with painful clarity, that I overlooked you. I took advantage of your kindness, your patience, and most of all, your love. In my blindness, I failed to see that you were the most important person in my life. I didn't make you my priority, and as a result, I lost you. This loss is something I will carry with me always, a heavy weight on my heart. You were, and still are, my most precious possession, though I now understand how wrong it is to think of you in those terms. You are worth more than any gold or diamond, more valuable than anything material in this world. Losing you has left a void in my life that nothing else can fill. My world feels empty without you, as if the colors have faded, leaving only shades of gray. Every day is a struggle now. I go through the motions, pretending to be okay, trying to convince myself and everyone around me that I'm managing, that I'm strong. But the truth is, I'm not okay. Behind the facade of strength, I am lost, adrift in a sea of regret and sorrow. The person I present to the world is not the person I feel inside. Inside, I am broken, struggling to make sense of a life without you in it. I miss you more than words can express, more than I could ever admit out loud. Yet, despite this overwhelming sense of loss, I am too headstrong, too ashamed, to tell you how much I miss you, how much I still love you. There is no greater love than the love you gave me, and it took losing you for me to fully understand that. I've learned this lesson the hard way, through the pain of your absence, through the silence that now fills the spaces where your laughter used to be. Now, all I have left is this deep, unending sadness in my heart, a sadness that I carry with me every moment of every day. The regret is like a shadow, always there, reminding me of what I had and what I lost. I wish I could turn back time, return to that place where we were happy, where I was the person you could be proud of. But I know that's not possible. All I can do now is live with the consequences of my actions, hoping that one day, you might find it in your heart to forgive me. Until then, I will continue to struggle, to pretend, to survive, even though nothing feels the same without you. My world, once filled with your light, is now dark and cold, and I can only blame myself for the emptiness that remains. Your partner is exhausted from the persistent feeling of coldness and the heavy burden of emotions that have been weighing them down. They are no longer willing to carry this emotional load and are determined to clear away every trace of negativity, doubt, confusion, and misunderstanding that has come between the two of you. The weight of these unresolved issues has been a constant drain on their spirit, and they long for a sense of clarity and peace in your relationship. It is not just a desire to remove the negative, but a deep yearning to replace it with a renewed sense of connection and understanding. In their heart, your partner is searching for a sign or clue from you, something that will reassure them that you are both on the same page, that you want to move forward together. They have been looking for indications that you, too, are ready to leave behind the misunderstandings and emotional turmoil that have clouded your relationship. This longing for a sign is not just a passive hope, it is the spark that keeps their hope alive, the hope that you share the same desires for healing and reconciliation. Despite the physical distance that may exist between you, whether it be emotional or geographical, your partner feels a profound sense of closeness to you. In fact, they feel closer to you now than they have in a long time. This paradoxical feeling of being far yet close is something they find difficult to explain, but it is very real to them. They see you as someone who is almost out of reach, someone who embodies qualities they deeply admire, making you seem unattainable. Yet, it is this very sense of admiration that keeps their hope and courage alive. They know, deep down, that you love them. This knowledge is the anchor that keeps them steady, even as they navigate the complex emotions of this relationship. Your partner has come to a profound realization of your worth. They understand now that you are not someone who can be easily controlled or manipulated, not by them or anyone else. This realization has deepened their respect and admiration for you. They see the transformation you have undergone, a change that has made you stronger and more self-assured. This new version of you is something they greatly admire, even if it also makes them a little fearful. Their hesitation in expressing their true feelings to you directly stems from a deep-seated fear of past failures. They are haunted by memories of when things did not go as planned, and this fear of failure makes them cautious, even as they long to speak their truth. At this moment, your partner is experiencing a significant realization. They have come to understand that no matter what they do, no matter how they try to distract themselves or focus on other things, their thoughts always circle back to you. It is as if you have become the central figure in their world, the person they most want to reconnect with. This realization is both powerful and overwhelming for them. They desire nothing more than to be by your side, to share their life with you, and they know they won't be able to hold back these feelings much longer. The intensity of their emotions is building, and they are on the brink of reaching out to you, of expressing the depth of their love and longing. The reconciliation that seems to be on the horizon between you two holds immense potential for a long-term, fulfilling relationship. Your partner senses this potential and is motivated by it. They are ready to move beyond the superficial connections and friendships that have surrounded them, especially those with people who pretended to be their friends for a long time. These so-called friends may have offered temporary comfort or distraction, but your partner is now seeing through their pretenses. They are ready to walk away from these shallow connections, focusing instead on the possibility of a deeper, more meaningful relationship with you. In this moment of clarity, your partner is making significant changes in their life. They are distancing themselves from the people and influences that no longer serve their best interests, particularly those who have been less than genuine. This process of letting go is not easy, but they are committed to it because they know it is necessary for their emotional well-being and the future of your relationship. As they move forward, your partner is holding on to the hope that you, too, are ready to clear away the past and build something new together. They believe in the potential for a renewed connection, one that is based on mutual respect, understanding, and love. And though they are still grappling with their fears and doubts, they are more determined than ever to take the steps needed to make this reconciliation a reality. The path ahead may not be easy, but they are ready to walk it with you, hand in hand, toward a future that holds the promise of lasting love and happiness.